Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Tsukihime. When we last left off, Shiki was continuing his very no good, his no good, very bad day. And, well, he had an unfortunate encounter with Nero that, well, he made some threats against us that are not good and lead to very bad things for our continued, existence, really. I'm also recording this again because I'm an idiot and I accidentally pressed the stop recording button instead of my pause recording button to drink, but that's unimportant. I'm just an idiot. The Black Beast 2. Arcueid's room isn't what you would expect for a vampire. Nope, no coffins, no grave dirt, no nothing. Back then, I was only worried about Arcueid, so I didn't really notice it, but looking at it now, her room is completely ordinary. She even has a newspaper subscription. What's that all about? Maybe she wants to know the news. That's kind of a dumb thought. She's not psychic, is she? I grumble as I put the sleeping Arcueid on her bed. Seriously, is she psychic? I don't remember. I complained about this a lot for too long, so I won't complain as long this time. Hua-ah is not a breathing onomatopoeia. It does not sound like a deep breath at all, at least not in any way that I can conceive. I know Japanese has a lot of onomatopoeias. I don't see that being one of them, at least not a good one. Anyway, it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. The sky outside the window is brightening but heavily laden with clouds. Right. I should close the curtains. I spur my tired body to stand up. I close the curtains and sit back down again. Thud. As I lower myself, my strength drains from my knees and I collapse on the floor. Man, it seems like I'm exhausted too. It's pitiful, but I can't even stand. Come to think of it, I spent all last night talking with Arcueid and I didn't even eat for more than a day. In addition, even though I put my glasses on, I still have a headache. Still hasn't occurred to him that maybe he should, call the mansion, but that's probably not important at all. My brain is ringing with this headache. Arcueid, I wonder if her wound is all right. Her bleeding has stopped, and she is someone who regenerates after being sliced apart. So maybe I don't have to worry. I wonder why. Right now, I'm so exhausted I could collapse. Yet I'm more worried about Arcueid than myself. Investigators believe the cause of Takada Yuichi's motorcycle accident was a malfunction in the brake pedal which occurred while he was descending a steep hill. Fortunately, no one was killed in the accident. I wake up to a man's generic, uninflected voice. And I fall asleep? When I come to, I find myself lying on the floor under a sheet. It's about past noon. That's bad. Arcueid is no longer on the bed, and uninteresting news fills the room from the television. Where did Arcueid go? And I sense someone in the kitchen. That idiot moving around with such a wound. What wound? You already said it stopped bleeding. I get out from under the sheet. Hopefully I remember to edit that out. I just accidentally bumped my mic mute button. I have to go to the kitchen and check up on her wound. Next on the news, a massive number of people went missing in the early morning hours at a hotel in western... Okay then. Miyashirogi City. I'm not going to say that quickly. Sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I know most of the syllables. I've tried learning hiragana, katakana, but I've had varying degrees of success with that. I stop dead in my tracks. My eyes become glued to the newscast on the television set. 103 people staying at the hotel are still unaccounted for. Furthermore, bloodstains can be seen within the hotel, and police are beginning to suspect that they were involved in some kind of crime. There's bloodstains that can be seen within the hotel, and they're beginning to whatever. What are you saying? Bloodstains? It wasn't something that small and cute. The newscaster reads off the script with a disinterested tone. The screen switches to the scene of the hotel I stayed at earlier, and then the news lists the names of the 103 missing people. Of course, neither my nor Arcueid's name are on the list. Furthermore, a large amount of wild animal hair was found within the hotel. It is presumed that the hair is connected with the suspect in some way. Some of the confirmed hair samples appear to be from a large breed of dogs, wolves, and there is also evidence of a bear. Calling wolves a large breed of dog is, well, wrong, but, you know. There was numerous different hair samples found on the scene. Ridiculously, what appears to be shark bites were also reported from the scene. Click. I switch off the television set. Yeah, news is dumb. God, that newscaster is annoying. 100 people, 103, about 100 people back then. In just half an hour, they were all brutally killed. Bloodstains. Unaccounted for. How could you say that when you have that much information? I understand completely. Everyone staying in the hotel was killed by those incomprehensible beasts and devoured without a trace. I resist the urge to throw up. I can't allow myself to vomit when I recall each and every event which occurred last night. Such a pretty sympathy would set me lower than a filthy pig. For me, the only one who escaped death in that hotel, I won't allow anything other than hatred for the one behind it all. Well, you and Arcueid, but 100 people. 100 people killed without even leaving their bodies behind. Only blood. The face of the man in the black coat surfaces in my memory. I don't know who he is, but it is no mistake to think he's behind everything that happened. Is my heart still numb? Right now, hatred wins out over fear and disgust, or maybe even the feelings whirling inside my chest are just another kind of fear. That's just ridiculous. I grit my teeth. I don't know if it's regret or fear, or maybe an unpleasant revulsion. But just recalling the face of the man in the black coat makes me want to break something and irritates me. You're awake, Shiki? Arcueid pokes her head out of the kitchen. Oh. What is this? Making such a scary face. Did something happen? Arcueid speaks lightly as if nothing happened at all. The feelings which were welling forth inside me until now just disappear. Arcueid, is your wound okay? Yes, for now. She laughs confidently. She seems exactly like before, probably better than I am. Oh, then that's good. At least the person near me is safe. Hey, wait a minute. Arcueid isn't human. Forgetting such an important thing, I'm really spaced out. Anyway, I'm happy your wound wasn't serious. Oh, what's wrong, Shiki? And just a little earlier, you were calling me a monster. Yeah, well, you called me a monster too, so it's fair. Idiot, I still think you are. But that's something else. I just wanted to thank you for helping me. Eh? I helped you, Shiki? Arcueid's eyes widen in surprise. It seems she wasn't even aware of it. Yeah, you helped me. So it's a little late, but thanks for protecting me. If you hadn't pulled me out of the way, I would have joined that list of 103 names. Thanks. Wasn't really anything. I'm the reason you met Nero, so you don't have to feel like you owe me. Maybe, but the truth is that you saved me. Since you did, I want to thank you. But if I didn't make you watch over me, you never would have been involved in that. I'm the one messing up your everyday life. That's a fucking understatement. So wouldn't it be more appropriate for you to hate me rather than be indebted to me? Well, certainly I do think you're a big bother. But you know, in the end, I think I have to take responsibility for my actions. A long, long time ago, someone taught me this. She said, whatever happens around me, I have to stick with things I start to the very end. While it seems quite natural, I am a supporter of that idea. Which is why I don't hate Arcueid. I just feel like I'm involved in something pretty bothersome. Oh, now that you mention it, I did say I needed a shield because you killed me. So I guess I don't have to apologize for involving you in such things. Right. The situation I'm in is my own fault. Your fault, huh? I think you have bad luck, Shiki. If only you killed some other girl other than me, things would have never ended up like this. Hey. In the first place, you can't just assume I would kill someone other than you, Arcueid. I've only felt like that, stalked and killed only once. Only Arcueid. Or I want to think she would be the only one. Did you remember something you forgot? No, that's not it. I never really thought about it before, but I just wondered why I wanted to kill you. Arcueid frowns as she looks at me. Well, it is a natural reaction. I, the one who killed Arcueid, is saying that he doesn't know why he killed her. There's no reason at all, right? Because you're just a born killer, Shiki. Hold on. What did this woman just say about me? You seemed really used to it when you attacked me. You rang the doorbell, put your head to the door as it opened, and entered. While I was still off guard with surprise, you killed me with your first strike and just finished off by slicing me into pieces. Yeah, your surprise attack was perfect. How perfect was it? A painting of you from that time would have been an unparalleled masterpiece. That's how perfect it was. But no matter how superb a killer, no matter how excellent your technique, the victim this time was a poor choice. I don't know how many people you killed until now, but I think it was time for you to be caught when you chose me as your prey. What's with that scary face all of a sudden? If you want to say something, it's better to just say it. We've never held anything back between us, right? Well, have we, Arcueid? Well, you're not one of the known liars in this game. You're actually surprisingly honest to our good friend Shiki. That may be true. I nod and motion her to come near me with my hand. A secret? I'm not really matching my voice to her bubbly personality, but, you know, I'm not a bubbly person. I don't really know how to do a bubbly personality or bubbly voice. Arcueid approaches excitedly. I bring my mouth close to her ear and state what I want to say. You know, Arcueid. Yeah, what? Okay, ready. This is not at all, you idiot. That's not it at all, you idiot. Idiot. Diet. Idiot. My shout echoes throughout the room. I strike her eardrums with full power, not holding back one bit. Owie. Arcueid exaggeratedly covers her ears. I'm ticked off now. What are you doing all of a sudden, Shiki? I'm the one who should be angry. I was wondering why you were asking me all those impossible things, but now I understand. Understand what? About you asking me to be a shield against a monster and watching over you because you think I'm a crazed killer. Jeez, you're unbelievably mistaken. You thought so highly of me because of that. Look, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a killer or a homicidal maniac. You were the first person I killed. Arcueid's mouth hangs open. Damn it, she really does seem totally surprised. No way. It was your first time, yet you were that skilled? Yeah. Certainly I do have the strange eyes, but I still lived an honest life. I never even thought once of using those lines to kill people. But then why did you kill me? You never even saw me before. I don't know why either. I just became so fixated when I saw you on the street. When I came true, I had already sliced you into pieces. In this room, without reason, without purpose. I see. Yeah, I see. I don't have any right to be angry at Arcueid. Even if she's alive right now and isn't human, the truth is, I killed her with my own hands. Why are you all quiet again? What do you mean, Shiki? I'm sorry. I have to apologize. Why did I completely forget such an important event? Sorry. I'm sorry, Arcueid. I, Tonoshiki, killed you. More than anything else, I should have apologized for that from the very beginning. There really is something wrong with me. It's only natural she mistook me for a killer, because I don't even understand that impulse myself. So, maybe Tonoshiki might be a real killer. The reality is, I killed you, so I have to accept my sin and punishment. A killer like me can't mix in with the rest of society. Not realizing such an important thing until now is just too cowardly. No matter what Arcueid is, I am someone who kills for no reason. I see. Then you really don't understand why yourself, Shiki. I nod silently. Then you didn't feel any enjoyment either. Yes, certainly there are those for whom killing is like breathing, but you are really normal, Shiki. That's right. At least I try to be. No, you are incredibly normal. Then I was the only person who you wanted to kill? Yeah. Other than you, I've never felt like that before. I see. Then there's no problem. You're not a killer, Shiki. She says this lightly, almost dismissively. I don't think you have to receive any punishment. By chance, I was the one you wanted to kill, and worse, you were equipped with this unparalleled killing technique. But luckily, I am a vampire, so no one died, right? So you don't need to be troubled so much. I don't think you have to worry about those morals of human society. I know. But still, I killed someone. A dangerous person like me can't be allowed loose. That doesn't matter. Right now, the only ones who can condemn you are me, the victim, and you, yourself. That may be so, but it doesn't change the fact I killed you. Right. Even if there is no punishment, the sin will never disappear. Of course. Even now, I still resent it, so it would be troubling if you just forgot. But you know, Shiki, if you feel that way and will always regret it, then I don't think there will be a problem. But that's just sugarcoating it. Shiki, there really are people who will not sell their souls to the devil even if they hated the world. Like, someone so honest they could apologize to a vampire. So I think it's alright. No matter what people say, and no matter how much you say you're not, you can still stay in the world you want to live in. What? I'm speechless. How How can you smile and say that to the person who killed you? Arcueid. Come on, we have much more troublesome problems to worry about. Now that you are up, Shiki, I want to talk about it now on. As she speaks, Arcueid collapses on the floor. Arcueid. I rush over to her. Sweat glistens on her forehead, and she is breathing painfully. Oh man, it seems I still can't do much. I look down. Her white top is soaked red near her stomach. That wound. This. The effects of your attack are still lingering, and I can't even heal my wound. I closed off the wound at least, but it didn't seem to work well. Her tone is very cheerful, but I notice it has a hint of pain. Close off the wound? With what, Arcueid? That. Arcueid points to something on the floor. It's brown. At first glance, it looks like a donut or a Baumkuchen, but it just turns out to be a roll of packing tape. You idiot. Who the hell uses packing tape to close off a wound? Hey, you shouldn't call people idiots all the time. I really might start thinking I am one after a while. Shut up and let me see your wound. I reach out for her clothes, but she runs away by rolling across the floor. Don't be ridiculous. What are you going to do if it opens up again? It's fine. Just leave it alone. You should stop acting stupid too. Trying to rip off a girl's clothes like that. You're worse than Nero. Look, I don't see you as a human, so guy or girl, it doesn't matter. Calm down, okay? That's a shot and a half. If you die from an injury you got from protecting me, I'll be feeling guilty about it forever. Arcueid looks at me in displeasure, and this time rolls towards me. Arcueid closes her mouth tightly. It seems she's a bit sulky, but I guess it's okay to look at the wound. I lift up her shirt and expose her stomach. Packing tape is wrapped all around her. It really is badly done, and taking a good look, I can see the blood seeping through. I'm disgusted. More than that, I'm pissed off. I lower her shirt back down and pick Arcueid up. Hey, what are you doing, Shiki? I'm putting you to bed. I'd take you to a hospital, but it's not like I can do that. As carefully as possible, I place her on the bed. Look, until I come back, don't move around. If you walk around like before, I'll just forget all about you, so be prepared for the consequences. I look across the room. As I thought, there's nothing like a first aid kit around at all. Arcueid, you said you were rich. Eh? Yeah, money is not a concern for me, but what about it? Hand it over. I'm going to buy something I'll need to treat you. I don't know if it'll work on you, but I have to treat you the same way I would treat an injured person. Fine, but it might be useless. Even if it's useless, I'll do it. I can't leave it alone like that. I see. My body is made the same way as yours, so it might have some meaning. Hurry up and give me the money. Just be quiet and stay here. Oh, but don't sleep. You can lie around, but stay up. What? Shiki, that's a really absurd order. It's absurd, but do it. I've heard your bodily functions weaken when you sleep. I think if you sleep with an open wound, your immune system will get weak, and your wound will get even worse. Actually, I think it's the opposite. I don't know about infections, but with diseases, the more you sleep, your body goes through more healing processes and yada yada yada. Sleeping will only help your tiredness, but not heal your wound. So for now, at least don't sleep until I get back. Really? Okay, I'll do that, Shiki. Arcueid smiles happily. As expected, Arcueid's thought process is a complete mystery. Why are you smiling? Because you're really reliable, Shiki. I say nothing and hold out my hand. Arcueid pulls her wallet out of her skirt and hands it to me. I'll be right back. I turn away from Arcueid and head out of the room. As I go outside, I notice something in the kitchen. Food. On the table is something less than a meal and more like food. Something less like food and more like ingredients. You might say it's something which appears edible. Maybe something almost but not quite entirely unlike tea. That sort of thing. I guess this is why she was in the kitchen. Idiot. Arcueid says she doesn't eat regular food. So I don't even have to think who this food was for. Damn it, what's with her? I'm getting very irritated. I'm getting so irritated, I decide to hurry up and get something to treat her as fast as possible. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is where we're going to end off this episode. When next we come back, we will get some things to treat Arcueid, and we'll, probably have to discuss on how next to deal with Nero, because that's, something that's going to have to be dealt with sooner rather than later, I feel. But anyway, I hope to see you all next time.